Hey guys, Ryan Steinelson here, and it is about 2 o'clock, actually exactly 2 o'clock on Wednesday. And right now, it's actually the 10th of September. And the reason why I bring that up is because there's a brand new, and I still have some sunblock on my face. I went surfing early this morning, and so if you're wondering why I have white on my face, that's what it is. Anyway. I did want to let you know, it's tough to get that stuff off. So that I'm going to be talking about some really good stuff today. Some new updates from the local service ads platform that you're going to want to learn about, especially if you're in the insurance vertical. If you're involved in insurance at all, you're definitely going to want to learn more about the opportunity that you have to run Google local service ads as an insurance professional. And there's other verticals that have also been opened up. So and this is just so you guys know. So just why should you listen to me? I've been doing this for over 16 years, helping businesses to generate pre-qualified, pre-sold leads from the main platform that people go to when they're searching for a business, which is Google. And Google has two different. We've got Ted in the studio. I'm gonna add you here in a second, Ted, so that you can, and which is great because I really enjoy having people join these live videos, these workshops, in order to get their questions answered. That's the whole goal of these, is to make it so that you can ask your questions and get those questions answered. And you can do that by either posting a comment below the video, wherever you're watching it, whether it's on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, or X, Instagram. And or you can join us live, and you don't have to share your video if you don't want to, but you can, and I can specifically go over and use my 16 years of experience to give you an understanding of how to optimize your business, whether you're a plumber, an electrician, etc., any type of business. I just had a friend of mine that does tours in Portugal, and he called me up to ask me some questions about how to optimize his business so that he can show up in Obidos, Portugal. And you can do that by showing up on Google Business Profile, which is one of what we call as a campaign type. It's a free campaign type that Google allows you to show up in and you will show up there if you optimize your Google Business Profile. And that's part of what I talked to you guys about, is these strategies on how to do that. We just sent one of our search engine optimization leads today, one of our the guy that runs that part of our business at Accelerate Marketing, which, by the way, that I am the founder of Accelerate Marketing, and that's an agency that's been around for over 16 years, and again, helping businesses to show up on the maps, on Google Maps, otherwise known as Google Business Profile or Google My Business, as people previously knew it by, or Google local service ads. And the reason why we do both of those is because Google connects those two platforms together, and they actually share reviews between each other. And a lot of times, we have been selected. Our agency, Accelerate Marketing, has been selected as a partner for the Google local service ads platform. You have to manage a certain amount of ad budget. You have to have a number of trained people on your staff to help people at your from your company to be able to be selected, and you have to manage a certain amount of budget per year, in which we meet all those criteria because we've been doing this for a while. So with that being said, again, the goal is to help you and your business every week here that we do these, to rank a little bit higher, not only on the Google platform, on Google search, but now on Gemini, on ChatGPT, on any Perplexity, any of the large language models. And I actually helped my friend that I was telling you about, that has a tour agency rank or show up for large language models. And I'm going to go over that today in this call. We've got about another 50 minutes to do this. And I am going to cover some 3 topics, and I'm going to bring Ted to the stage. It looks like you're not sharing your video, which is great. And you can just, use your audio. I'm going to go over the new Google Local Service Ads update that just came out. It's the October update, and I'll go over that. And then I'm going to go over some Google Business Profile optimization strategies. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about conversational AI assistants. So with that, let me bring, and by the way, you can go to we do have a school community, a free school community at school.com/local lead labs. That's probably where Ted's coming from. It's totally free. There's some really great content there. We've got a lot of great feedback from people that have consumed the content and seen, and learned a lot. Ted, are you there?
Yes, I'm still here. Yep.
Awesome. Okay. What did you come? Are you from the local lead labs community?
Yes, that's where I saw this. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And what questions do you have? Do you have any questions? Do you have a business? Law office. Okay. Landware. Okay.
Yep. I'm just trying to get some tips on how to increase my visibility.
Okay. Is that that's your office then? Okay, this is going to be fun. So you had really good timing because I've been doing this. I've been doing this for a while, and I can. That's why I do this. It's kind of like going live on online and giving people tips on law tips in order to help people out and to help just create awareness. So I'm doing the same thing, but for Google and for generating more leads. So let me just share my screen and let me know when you can see it. And then I think we got somebody else on here. Hamza. Awesome. Okay, let me just go. So how do you spell it? Landware. Okay. Landwher. Okay. Is this you?
That's me.
Awesome. Okay, so I got the right place. So so there's 2, it looks like. There's an estate. Are you an estate planning attorney in Minnesota or
Yeah, I'm the one in Minnesota. There's one in New Orleans too.
That's not you, obviously. No.
That's not me. No.
Okay. So who set up your Google business profile? Was this you or somebody? Did you have somebody do it for you?
Yes. Yep. It was me.
It was you. Okay, good. Awesome. So one thing that I would do is you can ask questions of yourself, like create an FAQ page, which is one of the ways that I would recommend that you start ranking or help your business start ranking for the LLMs. Let me just add Hamza here. Device is not connected. Okay, so Hamza, you got to do something with your device to be able to connect so I can have you on. Okay, so I would go here, and then you could just ask a question. And I know it's kind of weird, but you gotta ask a question yourself for your own business, and then you just respond to it. But that will help Google know more about your business if you do that. That's one strategy I would implement. And then also you can turn on your messaging. This is your do you work from home?
I do.
Okay. So you've listed your house here, which is totally okay. I mean, that's good. And then what I would also do is I would turn on message response. So some people don't know this, but if you accelerate ACCL ERA, accelerate marketing. I would go in, I would log into your Google Business Profile page. I got to sign in. Hold on, let me just go to another. So you would first have to, let me just sign in with my, hold on one second. Okay, so if you're logged in with the email that manages your Google Business Profile page, and then you type in, for example, for you, your name, which is Landwehr Law, and you typed in Columbia Heights, Minnesota, you would see the same thing that I'm seeing right now in the Google search results. You would see your Google Business Profile page, and what you could then do is you can edit these parameters. You can edit your page basically. So what I would do is to add the ability for you to be able to take message leads, which is going to potentially give you more leads right off the bat. Is you can go right here, scroll down and go to chat. And then this is where you would add either a WhatsApp phone number or a text number. And that way people could text you in order to communicate with you.
Okay.
So that will help you as well. Definitely recommend that you do that, because if I type in, let me just do it for my phone, because this is where most people find businesses on Google Local Service Ads, is they're searching on their phone. So I'm going to search for my phone. Is this helpful so far?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So if I type in estate, what's the city again?
Columbia Heights, Minnesota.
Okay. So you can see here, the other thing I would do, are you running what's called Google Local Service Ads, this section right here?
No.
Okay. I would, what type of estate planning do you do? There's a lot of different, like wills, you do wills and trusts, you do contests and litigations, deeds, charitable giving, medical power of attorney.
I do everything except litigation.
Okay. And then, how many more leads are you looking to get? How many more cases?
5 to 10 a month.
A month? Okay. Well, you could run local service ads. You would pay only for either a call or a message lead. Just like I showed you how you could turn on message leads down here. You can also receive message leads up here as well. So this is the Google Local Service Ad section. It's at the top above the Google Business Profile, or otherwise known as Google Maps. Now here you're showing up. You're good. This is you.
That's me.
You're even beating out, Safe Harbor, but that's because also they're in St. Paul. They're not in your specific city. But if you wanted to pull in business for more of your surrounding areas, you can. That's one of the nice things about Google Local Service Ads, is you can select the areas that you want to show up in. Does that make sense? So that you wouldn't just show up in Columbia Heights. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I tried that, but all I got were tire kickers.
So with this, I just stopped. Oh, so you did run local service ads?
Yeah, it was about 3 years ago.
Okay. Did you select the specific job types that you were looking for?
Yeah, I was in estate planning.
Yeah, but you can go in and you can identify like what jobs, what specific job types that you want. So that might be what, that would help you. So you could identify, what specific, not just estate planning. I wouldn't just take all of it. I would take the ones that you specifically want. And then, I don't
think they had that back then.
Yeah, they might not have. Now they've
Yeah.
really refined it a lot over
Okay.
the last. Yeah. So we've got Hamza's not. I'm not able to get you to join here, but so let me. Yeah. So that is. Those are a couple things that I would do.
Okay.
And then I would definitely turn on the, try the local service ads. Because you can identify here. See, look, you can down here where it says services. So you can identify the specific services that you take. So you can see Metropolitan Law takes these specific services.
How much
And
should you spend on that? Deserve rule of thumb?
how much should you spend? You mean per lead or what?
Just in general.
It depends. I mean, I would keep it on until you get an adequate number of leads to really determine if it's actually working or not. And for that, I would say I would want to get at least 30 to 40 leads before I make a decision.
Okay.
Because look, I mean, I get it. I mean, you're going to get a lot of tire kickers, but if you adequate and are you able to get to all of your phone calls, by the way? Are you or who's answering your phone as well?
Yeah, it goes to my cell phone, so I get them all.
Oh, you answer all. Okay, so it goes. Do you ever miss any calls or?
Very rarely. And then I
Okay.
call them right back.
Okay. Yeah, because this is the typical situation that we see. Replies in a few hours, replies in a day.
No, that's not me.
Well, I have a lot of conversations with a lot of business owners that say the same thing you just said. That's all I'll say.
No, really, it's not me. But if I
Well, I
had
know,
40 calls,
and then the second thing they say is exactly what you just said.
yeah, I
And
mean,
so,
if I had 20 calls a day, maybe, but I don't have that many calls. So,
no, I get that, but
yeah.
I mean, I mean, unless you're, maybe you're able to, get to all your calls and, in between like doing your work and stuff. But the experience that we see is this is almost standard. I mean, you can see there's not one that's actually within minutes. And so, I mean, the other opportunity is, and I would just, for most businesses is to set up now now that AI agents have voices, to actually have an AI agent, answer the phone when you can't, so that those calls are not counted as missed. And you can also have it respond to message leads, and you can have it respond to emails. You can have it respond to anything basically. And you can only answer the phone, have it answer the phone if you can't answer it. So you get the first, let's say 20 seconds. And that's the way we set up our AI agent, is so that you get the first 20 seconds. And then we set up what's called a workflow or a call flow, so that you then can answer it after that. So those are some things that I would recommend. I mean, I
Who would
think
you
that
recommend for that?
we
For the AI?
we have an AI agent, like our Accelerate Marketing. You can text or call. I mean, here, let me stop sharing here. Okay, so I'll go here and just, so you can text, anybody can text this number 619-304-5155, and we'll give you a free audit. I mean, of either your local service ads page and or your Google Business Profile page, to see if there's any additional help because even though you're ranking in Columbia Heights, you can rank for more cities if you do further optimization. And I would submit to you that, I mean, how much, let me ask you this. Have you done any searches on ChatGPT or Gemini that you would have done on Google before?
Oh yeah, lots.
Yeah. Okay. And you're not alone. And so this is the reason why a lot of search traffic is now going to large language models, and why it's important that you rank for those keywords that people are going to type in. So let's do this. Let's just have a little fun here. So let's go back to adding the stage here, and let's go back to my phone, and let's see what ChatGPT says about estate planner in Columbia Heights. Oh, I was just putting together my last will and testament there, by the way. There's a lot of people. It's amazing, like how good of a job it does, actually. Funny. There you go. Last will and testament. So, I mean, you can't make that up. I literally, so here's the insanity of this, like how unbelievably powerful. Like, I didn't even imagine that I could have done this like 2 years ago. I'm driving and I'm talking to ChatGPT, and I'm like, okay, can you put together a last will and testament for me? And I gave it all the instructions, super detailed, and 5 seconds it spit one out. And I'm gonna get it memorized. So okay, so let me estate. Okay. So this is the kind of search that people are doing now. It's on Gemini, Claude, Perplexity, ChatGPT, and look, you can see it's searching the web. It shows you what it was using. It was using Yelp. I don't know if you saw that, but let's keep it straightforward and forward thinking. No sugarcoating. You can look for an estate planning and certain Columbia. Here you go. And
there's a Columbia Heights in Washington D.C. too.
Here we go. Top picks. So this is what I'm talking about. So what's interesting is ChatGPT is actually using Google and their information to populate their search result. So you've got, here we go. It's not you. So do you know these other guys?
Yeah, Hartley is actually closed that office.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they're saying it's super convenient. Super convenient. And then you got Barna, Guzzi, and Stefan. And then you've got these other guys, and they're from Super Lawyers. So what I would do, Harley, here's Pick, Wenning, Singlecran, and Gilbert, and Graf. Okay, so bottom line, so what you can do is you can make sure that you show up for these large language models, or help yourself show up by using what's called schema markup language. So you can, and that will identify for the large language models where to go for information that it's looking for. So it literally says, here's the information you're looking for. If you're looking for this, then, or like if you're looking for information on whether or not we do estates, or we do wills, or we do trusts, go to this part of our website, so that you can know that we do this. And this is the reason why you want to use this schema to mark up your website, so that these large language models can go there very easily to find what they're looking for.
Okay.
And so that's another thing that I would definitely do. My buddy did this, and let me do this. I'm going to make it easier for everybody.
And that's in the programming for the website?
Yeah, it's in the, programming. It's here. It's in the
code.
The code, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And let me stop screen. Let me just add another one here. I'm going to just share my phone specifically so that it's easier to see and easier. Okay. So let me go back here to, where's Chrome? There we go. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, so it'd be very important if, to do that, to make sure that you do, show up for the large language models like ChatGPT And then also I would want to do the same thing for Gemini. It's kind of interesting to see what the different results are here. Have you done this kind of search for your business?
No, I didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah. So you're getting some value. This is good, right?
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm going to do this. And if you want, you can leave me a review and I'm going to show you. This is like Inception. I'm going to show you. Wait, let me stop. Let me share my whole screen so everybody can see this. Okay, so now I'm going to share my whole screen again. All right, 1 second, because I want you to see this. So if you got value, and this is what I would recommend that everybody do, is whenever you give somebody value, that you ask for a review at that time. And the link that you want to give somebody is just going back to what we talked about before. You go to Accelerate, you go to in order to get your magic link, we could like to call it a magic link. We've got over 380 reviews because we've done this over time. And so what you do is you just go here and you log into the email that that you can manage your Google Business Profile page with, and then you go to Google and you type in your business name and city, and then it'll show your business. It'll show your back office of your Google Business Profile page. And then what you can do is you can ask for a review. You can click on the ask for review button. I can grab this, and then I will post this here in the comments section. Somebody, good afternoon from, hey, Kevin, how's it going? And if anybody's getting value, you can click that link. And that is what we call a naked link, because it takes somebody, here, I'm going to post the link here so you can see it. It takes somebody directly to the review box where they can leave you a review, and you'll see it. There's the review box. So all somebody has to do then is just identify the stars, type in the review. You can even ask them to add some photos, which is like a bonus. And that's as fast as you can possibly make it for somebody to leave you a review. So are you using that link?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, good. For anybody that's not, you definitely want to use that link. Kevin, let us know if you got any questions. And from Lakeland, Florida, I'm over here in Palm City, Florida, so I'm not very far from you. Okay, so that's how you get links, or that's how you get the link to get reviews, and that's also how hopefully you saw how. Now let's do this. I want to do this search for Minnesota on Gemini, because Gemini probably has about 30% of the market for large language models. And I think it's gonna gain popularity because Google has access to all of our documents and all of our emails. So I think that we'd be silly to not at least use Gemini, because Google's already got our calendars, our documents, our spreadsheets, and our emails, and so it's got much more context on us. So it out of the box, it knows what you do if you give it access to that information, which I would. I'm not, I'm not that concerned about, all the other stuff. So that people are sometimes. So key estate planning services. Let me just make sure. Finding a lawyer in Columbia Heights. Here you go. Signature law. So here's some of the guys that are beating you out. And estate attorneys provide a range of services tailored to the most common, including wills and trusts, POAs. So what I would do is I would make sure that your website includes information about that, because that looks like what it says. Many attorneys specializing in estate serve the Columbia Heights, Minnesota area, even though their offices are in neighboring cities like Minneapolis. These lawyers assist with legal documents and processes and secure. So you want to look at what the result is saying, and you want to start adding or creating a FAQ page that on your website that will address some of the things that Google is bringing up here, so that you show up here as one of the businesses that it recommends. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
And because I did the same thing for my buddy who's let's see, tour guide Sean, OBIDOS. And he just did this the other day, and I'm kind of curious if it actually group tours. It said it recommended him for the first time, which his is Obidos Tours, I believe. Hold on. And all he did is just create an FAQ page. Wait, can you give me some suggestions of a tour guide in Yeah, I'm curious because he didn't see this before, and all he did is add the FAQ page, and all of a sudden, it started showing. He sent me a text. He sent me a text showing that it started. There we go. Obidos Adventures. This is it. So that's really cool. I mean, and all he did is this company specifically focuses on Obidos area river reviewers on platforms like TripAdvisor. So, I mean, this is what I would do is focus on the keywords, like Obidos tour guides, or for you, obviously, like the different types of estate planning that you do. So that if somebody types in trust attorney, in your area, you're going to show up, and you just create an FAQ page to address that. So I do want to get to some of the updates, but yeah, hopefully this was helpful. And, anybody can, like I said, you can go to, let me stop. So you can go to our website, or here, let me just, you can text us at 619-304-5155. And yeah, we'd love to give you, any more information that you have, or we can answer any questions. We can do an audit. Typically takes us about an hour to do an audit. We'll do that for free. Or you can leave a review. We'd love to get any reviews. If you want to leave a review, Ted, that'd be great. I'd appreciate it. If you got value, and what I usually say is leave a review on what we call a 2W review, which is what benefits you received and why you would recommend us. So, what benefits you received and why you'd recommend. That'd be a really good review, because then people, when they read it, they'll know, that's just a good structure to follow when you're asking for a review. So I'm going to go into some of unless you have any other questions, Ted, I'm going to go into some of the other points.
No, thanks again for the help. Okay. I will try to leave me a review. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. You bet.
Yep.
All right. And we do this every week, and you can, definitely watch some of the videos on the school community, school.com. You can see it's the bottom of the video, school.com/local lead labs. And you can stay on, and if you have any questions, you can just chime in. I'm going to go over the 3 topics. I got about 20 minutes here. So that I promised in the title and description. So Google Local Service Ads did have an update, and I'm going to go through that really quick. This is the September, October, update, and it's the most recent one. And there's some new verticals that got approved for Google Local Service Ads, which is really cool. And there's a new Google verified badge launching. Okay. So it's going to be a blue checkbox as opposed to a green one. And everybody's going to get it on October 25th. On October 20th, 2025, Google Local Service Ads. And by the way, the reason why we get access to this information, which we just got this yesterday, this PDF, this only goes to Google local service ad partner agencies. And like I said, we're one of about 40 agencies worldwide that have been selected to be partners with Google on that platform to help businesses get what they want, which is more qualified leads from that platform. So to simplify, Google's doing this to simplify the advertiser badging. We are replacing the 3 existing badges with a single badge for all eligible local service ads profiles. So this will be displayed. It'll be displaying completed verification checks for consumer transparency. So that means that you've got to have your verification done, and once you do, you'll be identified with that blue checkbox, which is really cool. Existing badges will be deprecated; they'll be going away. They're discontinuing all local service ads badges, including Google Guaranteed, Screened, and Licensed Verified by Google. So this is going to be one cohesive badge for all. As part of this change, the money-back guarantee associated with Google Guaranteed badge will be discontinued. Interesting. So you're not going to have that $2,000 guarantee. Nobody really implemented it anyway, or took advantage of it, but just something to know. By the way, any questions or comments, please ask. Okay. Where you will see the Google badge, you will consistently see this new badge on the LSA profiles and dynamically on other Google surfaces when we predict it can aid consumer decision making. Interesting. So it'll be used many places. You don't have to do anything on your part. All eligible advertisers who have completed the LSA verification requirements for their selected business category and location will automatically be eligible for displaying the new Google verified badge. For new advertisers, the Google verified badge will be issued once all verification requirements have been completed. So there's another update for lawyers. Okay, this is good for Ted. Lawyer identification is now enforced. So lawyer identification is now fully enforced across all law verticals nationwide. This update ensures a more transparent, trustworthy experience for consumers seeking legal services through our platform. An email was sent to all impacted providers in July. Please reach out to your account manager for questions, or to your partner level support agency like us. New terms of service now enforced. They've been talking about this for about 2 or 3 months. They're giving you a little bit more time. The local service ads terms of service must be accepted to continue running ads. If your local service ads account is currently running, nothing further is needed. If not, please ensure you have accepted the new terms of service. An email was sent out in March, alerting advertisers of the new change. Follow-up reminders were sent in May and July. Please reach out to your account managers for questions. Okay. Signups reopened for 5 verticals. So massage therapist, massage schools, driving instructors, beauty school, and insurance agencies have now reopened. This is a big, big deal, guys, because if you're an insurance agent and you're in a certain vertical, and you're in a city, basically there's almost no insurance agents that are on the platform right now. So you can literally own the top position in Google exclusively yourself, as long as you meet the requirements. Now, there are new background check and license requirements for insurance agencies. And there's new review requirements for massage therapists, massage schools, driving instructors, and beauty schools. But man, this is a huge opportunity. If you're running if you're wanting more leads and you're in insurance, if you're any one of those verticals, this is a big deal. So, okay. So second point that I wanted to talk about today, Google Business Profile Optimization and LSA integration. So reviews are now unified as of July 11th. LSA reviews are now managed through Google Business Profile. I just talked about that today with Ted. So reviews appear in one spot. And let's see. Overall, nice workshop, Brian. Okay. Hey, Hamza. I am starting my career in local SEO, LSA, want to connect to learn. Okay. So Hamza, all you got to do is just, you can go to anybody, go to school.com/local lead labs. That's the place to go to if you want to learn more. I've got free trainings there. You can definitely do that. Okay. So let me go back here. Starting October 20th, Google will consolidate Oh, sorry. Wait. Yeah, that was number one. We went over that. So reviews appear in one spot, Google Help Center Engine Roundtable. Okay, so this is just for greater visibility. GBP now allows real-time status tracking of edits, insights to reject reasons, empowering faster fixes. Okay. So you can see real-time status tracking of edits, etc. 83% of consumers rely on Google reviews, so managing and driving reviews is mission critical. So that's really important. Conversational AI. So the third topic I want to talk about was conversational AI, because we do offer that at Accelerate. The trend, there's some trends. So 64 of CX leaders plan to ramp up investments in AI chatbots in 2025, while 59% of consumers expect Gen A to reshape interactions. If you really adopt AI, you're going to leapfrog ahead of your competitors, just like if you adopt LSA as well. Okay, that's really it. Unless there's any other questions, let me know if you guys have any questions. Please post comments below the video with any questions you have. I really enjoy responding and answering any questions. AI agents are great. They can help you to answer all your phone calls and message leads and emails and chats on your website within 30 seconds. And increase your conversion rate, because when you do that, you're going to increase the number of leads that you convert. So that's why we focus on conversational AI, because it's that glue between that and reviews is the glue between the Google Business Profile page and the local service ads page. Both of those strategies, LSA and GBP, both require fast response and a lot of reviews. That's it. And if you do that, you're going to get a lot of business as a local business. So I hope that makes sense. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks, Ted. Excellent. Glad you got great information. Looking forward to seeing your review. Kind of curious. Yeah. Oh, is that you, Ted?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So I was going to see if it showed up. And this is where this is another thing I would recommend for anybody, is respond to those reviews.
I will do it after we're done here.
Yeah, respond to those reviews. My team does this. We're supposed to be doing this. But yeah, you definitely want to respond to all reviews as fast as you can. So anyway, thanks guys, and jump on here. I'd love to get an update next week if you want to jump on, Ted, once you start making those changes. Let me just do one thing before we jump off. Let me go to your website and just see your website. Okay, so look, so I would put a chat agent right here. So you've got this, but this is like a bubble, experience. Intaker is good, but is this AI? Do you know?
Mm-hmm.
Is it AI?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, see, I don't think it is, because if it was, it would respond. It's not responding. It's just saying,
okay.
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
So an AI would be like this. So this is an AI agent. And this is how I would set it up on your website, is in the hero section here, which is where you identify what you do and how you do it. Next to that, you put an AI agent. It's like permanent, like just put a permanent, not a pop-up bubble, but a permanent agent that's just there all the time. And what that's going to do is it's going to increase your time on site, because people are going to spend more time on your site. That's going to help your rankings. Bless you. And you're going to get ranked higher as a result on Google, because Google looks to see how long people spend on your site. The more people spend on your site, the higher they rank you. Just like the faster you respond, the higher they rank.
Yeah, I can't see what you're.
I can't. Here, let me show.
You're not sharing your screen, but
here we go. Okay, so here's your website. Look, you see this?
Yep.
See, yep. What I did is I went to your chat on your website. This is your website, and I chose the bubble for family and divorce, and it goes, let me forward you to your family dog. Look, there was no conversation here. It just stopped right there. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Whereas with this, you'd say, hi there. Are you looking? Yeah, I am. How can you help me?
So what company provides that?
We do. My company does. Accelerate Marketing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So these are our services: Google Local Service Ads, Google Business Profile.
I can just buy from you, or?
Yeah. Yeah. So we would set up an AI agent. We would train it to understand you know, like how you want it to communicate. And once it's trained, it never has to be trained again. And it allows you to go to be open 24/7 as well, which is nice, because if I remember correctly, you're not open. Are you open 24/7?
No.
Yeah. So that's the
my hours are.
Yeah. So you could then be open 24/7, and you could get a lot more leads that way from your Google Business Profile page.
Okay.
Yeah. See, it says closes at 10. You could then be open 24/7, so you get more leads. So, and then also you would be able to give people immediate answers to their questions. The AI agent can answer as good as you or better. So you can really, and you can have it answer your phone calls for you too. So, I mean, I don't know if you've heard how it sounds, how an agent sounds, but here, I can call one right now. I mean, this is here. Here's what an AI agent sounds like. So,
hello, thank you for calling. My name is Ryan, and I'll be happy to help you with any legal questions or concerns you may have. What matter do you need help with today?
Yeah, I have a well, first of all, I've got Ted on the line. I'm on a live video right now, and I'm trying to demo you. I'm trying to show him how you can help people identify if they've got a case or not. And I just wanted to see if I have a case.
No worries at all. I'm happy to help demonstrate how our conversation can work. Please go ahead and share the details of your situation, and I'll do my best to guide you through the process and help you determine if you might have a potential case.
Yeah, so I was rear-ended in Florida, and I just wanted to know like all the specifics around, you know, like whether or not I have a case, like how soon after, you know, I got injured, do I have to be seen, all that sort of stuff.
Rear-end accidents can be frustrating and painful. In Florida, there are some specific laws and guidelines that might apply to your situation. Generally, if you've been rear-ended, you may have a potential case, especially if you've been injured. To better understand your situation, can you tell me a bit more about what happened? For example, did you seek medical attention immediately after the accident, or did you wait a few days? Also, do you have any idea if the other driver was cited or if there were any witnesses? In Florida, it's generally recommended to seek medical attention within 14 days of the accident to ensure that your injuries are documented and to preserve your right to seek compensation under the state's no-fault insurance laws. However, every situation is unique, and the specifics of your case would depend on various factors, including the severity of your injuries and the circumstances surrounding the accident. Would you like me to walk you through some general next steps or provide more information on how to proceed with your potential case?
Yeah, so I did get a police report. I was seen for my injury about within 13 days. So that meet that criteria. And yeah, I mean, I've been out of work for almost 2 months. So it was a pretty, debilitating injury. So are you able to do warm transfers? Like, could you actually, transfer me to somebody else that could help me, like sign up, like sign the case? And if so, how would that work? Would you actually like give the other person on your team the information, or do I have to repeat myself?
I'm so sorry to hear that you've been dealing with a debilitating injury and have been out of work for 2 months. That can be really tough. Yes, I can definitely help facilitate a warm transfer to a qualified attorney who can assist you with your case. If you're interested in pursuing your case, I can transfer you to a representative who can help you with the next steps, including signing up and discussing the details of your case. If we decide to transfer you, I'll make sure to provide the representative with all the information we've discussed so far, so you won't have to repeat yourself. You'll be able to continue the conversation with them seamlessly, and they'll be able to answer any further questions you may have and guide you through the process.
Okay.
Before we do the transfer,
can you also schedule an appointment if I need to for me? Can you integrate with a CRM that somebody has?
Yes, I can definitely help schedule an appointment for you if needed. And yes, we can integrate with a CRM system that your representative may have. We can provide them with the necessary information to update their system.
Okay. So does that make sense? What do you think?
Yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, go ahead.
Very, very powerful.
Yeah, so it can answer the phone, it can respond to message leads, it can do chat, it can text, it can respond to emails for you, and schedule appointments, do warm transfers, qualify the person, and allow you to stay open 24/7. Yep. And make sure that you answer.
I would just not want to give any legal advice.
No,
that'd be my biggest concern.
Yeah, and you can say it's not, we're not giving legal advice. I mean, it's yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And you could tell it, you give it guide rails on exactly what you want it to share and what you don't want it to share.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So that's it, guys.
Thank
you.
I
mean, you can text us at 619-304-5155. We can do that audit for you of your local service ads page or your Google Business Profile page. And, you can also, you can meet with Roque or Mary, my team over there, and they'll help you. So thanks for joining today. It definitely made it a lot more fun. And it's always a lot more fun to do a live, case, and versus, just going over the data. So hopefully we can see you next week and we can, see what kind of progress you're making. All right. Thanks, guys. Talk soon.